Good evening, my name is Garrett, and welcome to The Last Call. Tonight's final drink is from Still Austin. This is their cask strength bourbon whiskey, coming in at a 59% ABV, at least 2 years old. Now, here in Indiana, we get a little bit of Texas whiskey, and I wish we got a lot more. I'm a big fan of what Texas brings with their profiles. And I know it's you're one-sided or the other. Either love or you hate Texas whiskey. Personally, I just think it's phenomenal stuff. And so far from Still Austin, I've had their straight rye, and I really enjoyed that. I have not had their standard bourbon yet, but I picked this up at the same time as the rye because I'm like, that color really looks enticing. So this is being aged, distilled, and bottled by Still Austin in Texas, and they tell us the mash bill, which is 70% white corn, 25% rye, and 5% malted barley on that. So, let's hop into the bottle itself and see how they do with a cask strength bourbon. Yeah, look at that. Even from the side of that bottle, that is oaky looking. I'm excited. So, as always, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, hang around for a bit, become a member if you'd like. If you're interested in some individual reviews over Still Austin, those links will be up above and down below. Yeah, again, so far I've done the straight rye, and I really enjoyed it. At some point in time, the only other offering we get here in Indiana right now is their standard bourbon, and then they have their store picks around us sometimes. Might do that. I might do a store pick at some point. But it's actually part of the Spirits Direct section for Total Wine. So we get them for a little bit discount pricing sometimes. So it's usually when I pick up those kind of things. Beautiful dark color. Look at that. It's almost like cherry. It's like dark, almost like a cherry color in there. Alrighty. Let's go for notes. Yeah. Okay. Got to get my Texas hat on here. That is oaky. That is rich, oaky charriness. And surprisingly, though, there's a lot of sweetness going on in here. There's like a vanilla cream, and there's a fruit sweetness, almost like a fig or a plum. There's definitely a little bit of warmth in there. Again, it is cask strength, but it's not off-putting. There's nothing harsh. There's nothing off about it. There's just some nice barrel warmth on that. Yeah, there is some like berry notes now starting to show up. Like a little bit of maybe a touch of raspberry, a touch of blackberry. The rye profiles bring it across a little earthy yet spiciness. A little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of clove, maybe a dash of baking spices going on. But definitely oaky, rich. It's got some tannins going on in here. Oh yeah, that is just what I was craving today. I was wanting something really kind of to knock my socks off in oakiness. At least on the nose. This hopefully will bring it across. That profile is beautiful Texas whiskey though. I love the fruitiness they're able to bring across in here. I'm going to guess it's a mix of the rye with that dash of barley going on. Buttery sweet corns. A little dustiness from that as well. Yeah. That's what I want today. This is what I wanted on the nose. Let's go for a taste. There we go. I want my socks to be knocked off, and they did it. Oh, that's gorgeous. Dark, oily oakiness. Char levels galore. Beautiful cling to the palate. A lot fruitier notes than I was expecting. I'm getting almost like maybe a bit of peach and a bit of pear. The berry notes are showing up as well. A little bit of creaminess and almost like berries and cream going on in here. Kind of very lightly in there. It's not forefront on that note, I'll tell you that. The oakiness is. The char levels are. The caramels are there. The brown sugar is there. Like this is Texas in a bottle. Light bit of nuttiness going on as well. Yeah, it's almost like it gives me vibes of being like French oak finished because there's this nutty layer going on in there. A little bit of, it's like almost like a tart cherry in there. But oaky, dark, rich, velvety textures on that. Like, that is exactly what I was hoping for, seeing that bottle. And again, the thing of it is only 2 years old, so I'm not expecting like deep, rich complexities of your older whiskeys, but it's got some really solid complexities in here for its age statement. Like, it lingers. The finish on this is rice spiciness, fruitiness in there, and it lingers for quite some time. Like, I probably took a sip over a minute ago, and I cut out time here, and it still lingers on the palate. Wow. I don't know if I've had a bourbon finish like that, of kind of this lingering sweet yet oakiness profile in there, that spice, in quite some time. Yeah, that's a darn good sip. I'm going to have to share that one with some friends because that is gorgeous. Alrighty. Well, let's talk about a grade for this one. Why don't we? If I can get the cork back into it. There we go. I mean, to be honest, I could pick this up here in Indiana for like $50. And if I remember right, I got it like 10% off. And I ended up paying like almost like, I had some other sale going on. So I ended up paying almost like $42, $43 for this. Honestly, at $50, it still gets like a solid, I would say, man, A- in my book. Again, I do love Texas whiskey, and you have to go into it knowing that you either love or you hate Texas whiskey. And I respect that. I understand why people don't. But me personally, I'd buy that every day of the week for $50. But getting it closer to $40 just sweeten the deal. But honestly, at $50 every day, it's a really enjoyable pour. If you're looking for something to be oaky, rich, dark, and hefty, they've got it in the bank. That is a beautiful sip. Big thumbs up on that release. I might have to pick up some of their others coming down the lineup. So yeah, there you have it, folks. Still Austin Cask Strength Bourbon Whiskey. If you have any question about the bottle itself, let me know down in the comment section below. I will do my best to answer it. And if you have any specific spirits I should go looking for, also let me know down below. Love doing these reviews and sharing through the experience at home. And as always, may your last drink of the night be the best one.
You know, and I even like it might